motivational. Things are gonna get better.
Hey everyone! So my name is Shivy Williams. I am your health, wellness, and fitness accountability coach, and I help you reach your goals by holding you accountable for reaching them. And I'm so excited about today's motivational message. It actually comes kind of off of Bible study from last night, and so I'm so excited. So I really want to thank Nikki for just listening and following the words of Jesus as she created the message yesterday. So I will tell you this, she came from Luke 10:38 through 42. You can read it on your own. It's about Mary and Martha and Jesus. But the topic of her message, so make sure you share this video. The topic of her message was waiting. And so as I was listening to this message, as I do when I listen to a lot of different things, there are always things that stand out to me when it comes to our healthy lifestyle journey. I hate to say your weight loss journey, because not everyone is on a weight loss journey. Not everyone is trying to lose weight. And you want to really be the healthiest person you can be. So I'm going to dig into here and I'm going to tell you about the 3 types of waiting that Nikki talked about last night. And I'm going to relate those to our healthy lifestyle journey. So waiting number 1 is what's called passive waiting. And I want you to think about which one of these do you fall into. Passive waiting, right? So passive waiting is kind of like she said, waiting for a bus. You're waiting for someone to pick you up. So on your healthy lifestyle journey, are you just sitting around and waiting, right? Are you waiting on God to just deliver you from diabetes? Are you waiting for God to deliver you from having high blood pressure? This type of passive waiting means you are doing absolutely nothing, right? You're not actively participating in the journey at all. You're just sitting by waiting on something to happen, right? I'm just going to sit here and I'm just waiting on God to deliver me. But in the meantime, what you're doing is you're still eating stuff to keep your blood pressure up. You're still eating stuff to make your cholesterol still stay high. You're still doing things that are not going to help you on your healthy lifestyle journey. So that's waiting number 1. Waiting number 2 is what's called active waiting. And this is what a lot of us do. Active waiting as we wait to reach our goals, right? Maybe it's weight loss. Maybe you're trying to get into a different size. Active waiting is basically you doing something, right, to reach your goal. So basically you're exercising, you're eating healthy, you're doing what you need to do, right? You're coming off of your blood pressure medicine. Your cholesterol is getting lower. So that's your active waiting. You're actually actively doing something, right? That you are helping your body to fight off different types of diseases. So again, you're exercising, eating healthy, changing the way you eat, having less stress in your life, going to bed early, getting your required hours of sleep, drinking more water. You're actively doing things. The third type of waiting, which is the waiting, especially if you're a Christian, that you should fall into this category. You should be humbly waiting. What does that mean? Humbly waiting. Well, that means that you are going to be active, but you're trusting Jesus as you're waiting on your healthy lifestyle goal, to reach your goals, right? So I'm actively doing things to reach my healthy lifestyle goal, right? So I'm actively exercising, I'm actively I'm eating healthy, I've changed the way I've eaten. Not only have I changed the way I've eaten, I have gone to bed earlier, I'm getting my required hours of sleep, but the main factor in this is that you are trusting Jesus, right, to get you to where you want to go. You're trusting Jesus to put the right people in your life. You're trusting Jesus to say, hey, if I cannot go to the gym, what can I do? God to give you mentors, God to give you things that you can do for free, right? So you're trusting Jesus while you're on that journey. So your humble waiting is the combination basically of the active and the passive waiting, right? We're not just sitting by waiting on something to happen. We're actively doing that, but we're trusting, right? The passive person is only trusting Jesus to heal them. Well, what we're doing is we're trusting Jesus to heal us while we're being active also in doing it. So those are the three different types of waiting. But also in the message last night, there was something that really stood out to me also, and it was about distractions. And so one of the things that Jesus told Mary was that Mary was distracted by the different things that were going on with her, while Martha was sitting at Mary's feet listening. So here is this part to motivate and encourage you to keep going. Are you being distracted by what is going on around you that you cannot stay focused, right, to reach your healthy lifestyle goal? What does that mean? Distraction. Here's a distraction. Are you distracted by people who are actually doing what they need to do to reach their healthy lifestyle goal? Are you distracted by those that are getting up every day and they're motivated? They're on social media and they're posting and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Here's a distraction where it may come in for you, where you say, you see them and you're like, man, I can't do that. So what do? You just give up and quit. Don't be distracted by people that are working towards their goals. Use that to motivate yourself, right? That is Jesus helping you get you to the point where you need to be. Don't be distracted by what other people are doing. Use that as a motivational way to say, if she can do it, I can do it. I might not be able to do everything she's doing, but I'm going to do what I can, and I'm going to do the best that I can. I might not be able to do 20 jumping jacks, but I sure can do 2, right? So you use what other people are doing to motivate you. What is another distraction? Another distraction is our mind, right? The way we think. Our mind can distract us, right, from reaching our goal. So we have all these thoughts that come in our head every single day, right? And you don't even have to see junk food. All you have to do is have the thought come into your mind, right? So the enemy will put a thought in your mind and be like, you should get you some ice cream today. Knowing that you've been doing really good, you don't need any ice cream, right? Or the distraction of, you've been working out so good this week, you can skip today, right? Aren't you really tired? Aren't you tired? Skip today and then go tomorrow. But you know what happens a lot of times? You skip one day and tomorrow never comes. So don't be distracted by the thoughts that are going on in your mind. Stay focused. And on that, when I said the exercise part of it, you never know who is watching you. So you may get up and you may say, I don't think I'm going to work out today. Let me show you how Jesus will step in and help you. You'll be like, I don't want to work out. You'll get a phone call or you get a message or text message and somebody say to you, hey, are you working out today? Because if you are, I want to come and join you. Guess what that means? That's Jesus helping you out, right? Keeping you focused. And then, of course, what you're going to tell them is, okay, hey, what do you want to do? Or maybe they'll ask you, hey, I want to go walking. Do you want to walk with me today? I see you walk all the time. Oh, hey, I want to go to Crowder's Mountain with you. Let me know when you go. You didn't have any plans on going, but look what happened. The door opened for you to go ahead and go and exercise anyway on that day. So don't be distracted by the different things that are going on in your life. The last thing I want to bring to your attention is where Martha was, right? So Martha was sitting at Jesus' feet listening to him, right? Mary was distracted over here. She was listening, but really not listening. And Martha was sitting at the feet of Jesus and she was listening to Jesus. Oh my gosh, I thought I was going to break down. So when I got that this morning and I was thinking about it, I thought, how many of us are actually listening to the people around us, right? Are we just out here doing our own thing, being distracted? Do you know there are a lot of people that motivate and encourage other people by what they say and what they do? Right? So are you listening to them, or are you listening to those other people that tell you, you've been doing really good, you can eat whatever you want, right? Are you listening to those people that are telling you, you don't have to exercise today, right? Are you listening to those people that are telling you, you're getting too small, right? You're doing such a good job, but now they're like, you're getting too small, you need to stop. You're gonna look like a crack addict. Right? But you're still on medication. You're still not at the goal you want to be in. So who are you listening to? What voices are you listening to? Are you listening to the people that tell you, girl, good job. Man, you're doing really good. Stay in the gym. Keep going. Keep working hard. If you fall off, right, you're kind of like, oh man, I didn't work out today. And you go tell somebody, what are they saying to you? Are they encouraging you? hey girl, it's okay, just get up tomorrow, go out? Are they telling you, hey, well, call me, I'll come work out with you, right? Or are you having people that are like, oh girl, it's okay, what's one day? Who cares? What's one day? You missed it. That's okay. What are people saying to you? What are you allowing people to fill your mind with? Is it positive words? Is it words of encouragement? Is it words to keep you going on the journey, even when you slip up and you fall down? Because if you slip up and fall down, people can be very negative. Look at her. She thought she was doing something. I see her over there eating all that junk food. She's not better than me. Well, you're not trying to be better than nobody. What you're trying to do is be better than yourself, right? I'm not trying to leave the world any earlier than I need to because of my eating habits or because of my lack of activity. I'm just trying to improve myself. So sometimes you have to even encourage your own self, right? You have to tell yourself, you're going to do this today. You're not going to be distracted. So sometimes I even have to tell my own self that. So I want you guys to make sure you're listening you're following people. We have enough negativity in our own mind that we don't need anyone to add to that. What we need people to add positivity to us. Now, one of the other things from the message last night that I had mentioned during Bible study was that, now we all know that this healthy lifestyle journey is not an easy one. If you've been on it, you know. If you've tried it, you know. There are lots of ups and downs. There are times where we stick it out. There are times where we quit. There are times where we're off. There are times when we come back on. So one of the things I want to tell you is, in the midst of waiting, right? We talked about those 3 types of waiting. In the midst of the waiting to get to your goal, one of the things you have to realize is that all of the stuff you go through in between, all the ups, the downs, the sad days, the happy days, the struggle days, the sore days, all of those are basically testimonies to help other people reach their goal, right? So as they're waiting, right, to reach their goal, you have already made closer strides to your goal. Maybe you've lost 5 pounds, 10, 15, 20, 50, 30. It doesn't matter. You can then tell someone else as they're waiting, let me tell you how I got through this. Here is what I did to get on my journey. To go through the journey. I might not be where I'm at, but I can always motivate and encourage someone else to keep going. Here's what I did. I, started walking. I started eating more vegetables. I found vegetables that I like to eat. And so I started eating really good vegetables, and that's what helped me. And you could talk about your struggle days. When I struggled, what I did? I didn't do a full workout, but I just at least did some type of activity. I walked. I did some jumping jacks. I turned on a YouTube video. I turned on music in the house. Let me tell you, I just started dancing in the house. It made me feel really good. It took my mind off of stuff. I was in there dancing around the house. Next thing I knew, I was dancing for 30 minutes in the house. So you tell people. So when you're on that journey and you're waiting, there are people that are waiting on you, right, to get through your journey. You don't even realize people are waiting on you to get through your journey, because when they see you, they're going to come and ask you, girl, how did you do that, right? How did you lose 10 pounds? How did you lose 50 pounds? And then you get to tell them your testimony, and you can tell them, some days were good and some days were bad, but I never gave up. And my fitness mentor has 3 C's. It's being committed, consistent, and being constant on your journey. And that's what you have to do. You have to say, regardless of what happens in all of this, I'm going to stay committed. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to stay constant in doing what I need to do to reach my goals. Okay, you guys. So that is my awesome message to help you guys stay focused, stay encouraged. Remember, there's 3 different types of waiting. Are you passively waiting, which means you're waiting on someone else to help you? Right? And as I said, this is where some people say, I'm waiting on Jesus to heal me from diabetes, but you're not doing anything at all to help Jesus heal you from diabetes, right? You're just sitting there waiting. And in your waiting, you are still doing the stuff that got you to having diabetes, if it's not genetic, of course, having diabetes, having high blood pressure, having all that extra body fat, right? So that's your passive. You could be actively waiting, right, while you're on your journey. Yeah, I'm exercising. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm eating my food. I'm doing everything I need to do. And I'm seeing some results, but I'm actively doing what I need to do. The third one is called humbly waiting. And that's where we are trusting Jesus as we are being active, right? So you're taking passive waiting and active waiting, Those two combined gives you a humble weight because we're trusting Jesus to open doors for us and to give us ways out of temptation, right? You know, Jesus, he'll give you an idea. He'll give you words of encouragement. He'll, as you see temptation in front of you, right, thoughts come. Oh, I shouldn't eat that. And when you should eat it, you should just turn around and you should walk away from the temptation. The door is always open. There's always a way of escape from temptation when it comes to eating or the temptation of not wanting to work out, right? You always have that, but I should go and do it anyway, and that's when you should go and do it anyway. So those are your 3 types of waiting. Which waiting are you doing? Are you passively waiting? Are you actively waiting? Or are you humbly waiting? So I hope this message helped you guys. It helped me last night, not for my healthy lifestyle journey, for something completely different. But as I laid in the bed this morning, I thought about that message and said, you know, this is a really good message to give to people that are on the healthy lifestyle journey, right? So you guys stay encouraged. Keep going. Stay motivated. Also, check out the links in the post and description box. Visit my website, www.lbxfitness.com. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, LBX Fitness. And I am super excited. If there's anything you guys ever have questions about, let me know, and I will do a video on them. Everyone have an awesome day. Bye.
Keep pushing on. Things are gonna get